And how are you today?
Pretty good. I got up early and did Abhyanga massage, which I learned from the Siddha Veda stuff, the Ayurveda stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to get my screen straight here. Like a self warm oil massage where you go in different ways and you go like this on your joints and around your finger joints and your face. Sometimes you get all in my hair and everything, but it is such a great practice for, I don't know if you've heard of Ayurveda, like the Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Have you heard of that? It's all the elements like earth, air, fire, water, and I tend to have a lot of wind. So I notice it, like I'll eat crackers and chips and bite my nails. And then when that happens, if I'm having an excess Vata, then the oil can just bring you right down.
You know so many wonderful things. I want to learn more.
Well, I like teaching people these things because honestly, they've, saved my life and helped me stay grounded and balanced. I mean, I have so much stuff going on in my life right now, and I'm able, other than like a last month dark night of the soul moment, I kind of, it's kind of like, okay, well, just more self-care then, when you go down a little bit, then this just requires more tools in the
Yes,
toolbox.
yeah. I've been there. I've been there. I know when I start to hit start to skid and start to slide down, it's like reach out. Reach out
Yeah,
and
and that is my hardest thing. I've learned that about myself over the years, I really just kind of shut down and isolate myself. And the other thing that I've been noticing too is like if because I do that, I don't I often will post things online or whatever when I'm feeling good, when I feel high vibe. And so having some friends say to me like, well, you're always good kind of thing. When I think, wow, no, I'm not, like, what, and I went through this period of feeling like really alone, like, wow, I'm always trying to be there for everybody. And then when I need them, no one's there. I'm all alone. But, it's not really true, but we can feel that way. But then I thought to myself, maybe it would be fine for us all to just be more authentic and post when we're not doing that. Hey, I'm feeling like crap. You know what I mean? And just be more real about who we are. Hi, Lori. Instead of having to, search for this elusive perfection that doesn't exist anyway. Lori, I was telling Stephanie about when I get down and out, I just kind of hide out. And my friends, like longtime friends, they're like, even when I say, I'm not good, I'm falling apart, they're like, she's fine, because she's always fine. But they see that because I don't post about my dark nights, my lonely time. But maybe like Allison and Gerald do, maybe it's helpful to show other sides of oneself. Oh, you're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting because I just spent with soul activation. Nobody was getting on, so I hopped on, and then Tony came on afterwards. But anyway, afterwards, Julia was talking, and she was talking about the same thing, just how she's down in the dumps and no, she doesn't let anybody see that. And how she just doesn't, she's been trying, it's like this, I gotta get higher, I gotta get my vibration higher. And I've spent almost 45 minutes working with her, and we did some tapping, and the whole idea and the whole concept is we all are like that. We all are like that. And talking about some of the tapping and accepting that that's who we are. We're perfect just the way we are. There's nothing that needs to be fixed, because those downs and those ups are who we are. And to stop trying to fight it. It's that resistance that makes it horrible to live with, but it's who we are. And then also the Abraham Hicks idea of jumping from the lower level to the higher level is impossible. You can't do that. You can't switch your vibration from extreme low to extreme high. It's got to be a gradual couple of changes in there. and we fight it thinking we can go to that higher vibration immediately. And I said, yeah, and how many times do you jump on a ladder and go all the way up to the top rung? No, you're going to fall.
Yeah.
So it takes the movement of going up. So anyway, we literally, Vienna was on that also. So that's why she's a little late. So we were on that. Would you believe Jody was just sharing the same thing Julia was sharing about feeling, yeah.
And you know what's coming to mind too right now is that in the Buddhist tradition, they say that, like, if this is what is, and this is the way you think it should be, everything in the gap is suffering. The suffering is the gap between what is and what you think should be. Because so it's really in that acceptance of like being okay, not being okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like accepting the unacceptable, you know? And my sister and I talk about that a lot because I'll call her and say, I need my big sister, even though I'm the big sister. And, and so she knows like I'm having a hard time. And then she always encourages me to just accept not being okay, like accept it as a part of the wholeness of you, you know. Hi, Mindy.
Lorian was sharing today. Hi, Mindy. Lorian hasn't been on for a while. She was sharing today. This battle that we have within us, there's a part of us that thinks if we surrender, we lose. That's if we come from fear. But if we come from love, surrender is acceptance.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's so
I
true.
did too.
Yeah.
The whole idea, if we're in battle with ourselves, if we think surrendering is losing, no, surrendering is loving. I forgot what did she say? She said the surrendering is, we think we lose, but if we come from love, that surrender is peace.
Yes, it's so true.
I just love that.
It's so true. And it's funny because like even in the realm of health and sickness, I remember like, you know, getting diagnosed with cancer and people would say, oh, you have to fight this. You're going to fight this. You're going to win this battle. And I thought inside myself, I was like, well, it's happening inside me. And it's something that's not at ease inside me. So to fight and battle doesn't feel right. Like, how about to love it? How about to notice it? How about to ask, what are you trying to teach me? You know, that kind of thing.
Well, and when I did the EST training, they were illustrated beautifully that what you resist persists.
Yeah,
because it can't go away. You're up like this, it can't go anywhere. If you're resisting, it can't go away. If you let go, it can move. And
I feel the same way, Jody. I won't use the word fight because it just doesn't feel it's coming from an angry place to fight it, like it doesn't belong there. Well, obviously it does, because it is.
Well, and it's funny, Stephanie, that you brought up EST, because I did the whole landmark curriculum for living.
I did landmark.
And, after I did it, when I was bald after chemo, like as soon as I got done, and it actually made me angry. At the time, I was like, all these things that came up really made me like frustrated. But I'll tell you what, all these years later, because I was in my 30s then, you know, now it's such valuable information. It comes from Buddhist teachings, at the root of it. And it's so true. And, you know, I still tell myself it is what it is. Like I accept things, a lot of it, because I think it is what it is. And then with the recent Siddha Veda training, it's like, if life is happening for us, not to us, and God creates the quickest, fastest route to our dreams. And we, you know, it's kind of like, it may not look like the path that we would choose, but it's still unfolding in the perfect divine right way, you know?
And we are making our choices. We have free will. We can choose to do it the easy way, or we can do it a harder way. And there's no good or bad about that.
That's right. And what after going through chemo, I remember saying, God, I'm ready to learn through joy now. I'm done with learning all these hard, painful lessons. Let's choose to learn in a different energy. And I really, you know, other than the occasional downs, feel like it's better. You know, the lessons aren't so tragic, but
yeah.
All right, we better get into it, ladies. Hi, Tracy, welcome. I'm going to lead them today just because it's but it's good for me to do it. And Lori, I want you to enjoy it. And sometime I'm going to go back and forth. It's just just depending on the day. I get the download to do it today, but I want to play before. Actually, let's sit and get in a centered state, and then I'm going to play a 4-minute audio by Ding LeMay about watching the breath. But for now, let's just sit and I'll say a little prayer, and we'll bring us into the circle. So just easy breathing in through the nose and exhaling gently with a sigh, and noticing inside your body if there's any tension, any places that need you to send that breath, just to loosen it up and lighten it up. And we just give so much thanks for being able to be here together today, practicing, learning, supporting each other, learning new things, helping ourselves activate healing and health and wellness and love within our own being. We imagine a great wall of golden light about us, and nothing can penetrate or pierce this light as it holds us protectingly in its own essence. Above us, the higher ones in the great hierarchy of universal wisdom, holding over us that gossamer substance that forms a panoply under which we all rest together in this great peace. Within the circle, there is wisdom. Below the circle, there is love. God is love. Setting your own intention for today. What do you hope to release? What do you hope to gain? Okay, and now staying in this peaceful, quiet state, just listen to Ding LeMay talking about the breath.
Now, so, my beloved, you come to the point where you begin to watch your breath. Having placed yourself then in the sevenfold position, you are ready. You are the humble meditator who comes reverently before the throne of wisdom, and the first thing that you have to achieve is a consciousness of a cessation of your physical forces. You do that by watching your breath. You sit, you watch your breath. You feel the breath coming in and going out, coming in and going out. And as you watch your breath, possibly you may get the idea of a slowly, evenly, rhythmically moving wheel. The breath is coming in, which is half of the wheel. The breath is going out, which is the other half of the wheel. And as you watch, it seems that this feeling of wheel-like motion increases and causes you to imagine that the wheel grows larger. And gradually, you find your breath becoming longer. It is extended. It elongates itself. It becomes smoother. This is your first step and a most important one. Now, candidate, when you first begin to watch your breath, it will seem that there are many rough, hard, and uneven points over the surface of your breathing. Some breaths are longer than others. Some breaths are cut up. But gradually, as you watch, you find that your breath becomes smoother and fuller. As the breath becomes smoother and fuller, and as that can only take place gradually, it seems that your body is moving. It seems that your body is slipping away, melting itself into the atmosphere, so to speak. There is no feeling in my body, and yet I am all feeling. I could not tell whether my hands are here or there. I could not tell the difference between the top of my head and the soles of my feet. All seems to be making itself known to me in a peculiar unity of feeling. My body is gone. As you sit still, your body, though it may seem to be gone, may seem also to grow larger, may seem to grow heavier or lighter, as the case may be. And you may seem, so far as your feelings are concerned, to be seated in the very center of the thing that you call your body, filled with feeling, and yet having no physical feeling. Now rest assured, O candidate, that whatever changes of feeling come to your body, these are the feelings which will reveal to you what I am now talking about. As your body becomes rested and stilled and in repose and fully equilibriumized, you get a feeling of beautiful balance and rhythm. Breath is the only thing that you can feel, coming evenly and restfully in, going evenly and restfully out, becoming so soft and smooth and true that you can scarcely differentiate between the incoming of the inhalation and the outgoing of the exhalation. It makes you feel so perfectly at peace. 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 This is your first step, the feeling of peace in the body. The more reverently you watch your breath, the more serene and happy and peaceful you will feel. The forces in your body will seem to die down. And with reverent practice, all the forces of your body will seem to be going in the same direction, bringing you an all-pervading feeling of deep and holy peace, peace, peace. And you should encourage this feeling. Imagine that you are completely at peace. Imagine that all the divine forces of eternal wisdom are flowing in one deep, rhythmic, peaceful river within you. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks.
Sorry, my computer's opening all these windows. Okay, so we're going to begin with the Stephanie?
Yeah, could you send the link for that particular, or put it in the chat, that particular?
Sure. I'm going to have to send it in the Eventbrite email because it's like in my music files.
Okay.
But I'll send the MP3.
Thank you.
Or I'll make a video about it and send it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to get started with the harmonic breath, the alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to let you guys just do it on your own. So it's in for 4, hold 16, exhale 8. And remember, I don't know if I told you in the first lesson, but the thumbs correspond to the lung meridian. So if you want to, you could do it like this. Some practices do it like this, and some will do it with the middle finger. So you can just experiment and see what works for you. And if you guys want to go one more round of the breathing while I read something to you. I am now entering upon the greatest teaching accessible to man, for I am learning the secret of existence. The riddle of the universe is about me. is about me. I am now solving it. I learn why men die, why they are born, and why they live. I learn why they succeed and why they fail, why they are happy and why they are discontent. I have the power and the ability to live as long as I desire and to achieve whatever I wish. And the doors of my mind are now open that I may learn how this is done. I now learn that man is the master of his destiny. Man is the author of death. And I realize that all negation is a mental concept and not a law of life. There is only one law of creation, the law of life. And I'm now developing the power and the ability to realize in my own life the one divine principle in which all success, happiness, and peace reside. And I thank the infinite spirit within me for the knowledge of this wondrous truth now revealed to my consciousness. And now we're going to get into the memory developing breath and ignite the 49 fires. Remember keeping your back away from the chair, heels touching, palms facing downward, feeling thankful. First, the thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. And up. One more. Exhaling fully and completely, relaxing and watching inside yourself, feeling after, noticing. And now 2 more 7s. Together we exhale. Up. Last one. Resting. And now for the third set of 14, we exhale and up. One more. Squeezing all that old air out, making space for the breath to come back in. And relax right down. Just noticing, feeling. Smiling to yourself, thinking upward, feeling happy, feeling heavy. Feeling light. And now for our final triumphant 7, giving it everything you've got. Together we exhale. Keeping your spine straight up. Last one. Squeezing it out, turning the palms upward, feeling relaxed, keeping your eyes closed for the affirmation. Imagining that great light at the top of my head. The top of my head is heavy and relaxed. The forehead is heavy. The eyes are relaxed. The muscles of the face are withdrawn, no pressure on the teeth. The arms and hands are very heavy. But oh, how happy I feel. I feel happy all over, particularly in my beautiful face. My face is bathed in my smiles. My whole body is bathed in the blushes of my smiles. I feel a gentle pressure from within, outward. And that gentle pressure is taking away any little lines of fear, worry, inward disappointment, anything negative. And I feel happy all over. And now I bring the light down as the light comes down, down, down to the tips of my toes. And now I imagine that great light at the back of my neck. And I'm looking down over my beautiful spine. It seems as if I am looking at a wonderful waterfall with the sunshine playing on it, so that I see a countless number of tiny specks of iridescent light, light, light. And I know my whole body to be full of light. If thine eye is single, the single eye, the inner eye, the eternal eye, the creative eye, the spiritual eye, the eye that I am now using. If thine eye be single, my whole body shall be full of light. And I know that every single cell in my whole body is a light, a lamp, a torch, bringing to me the light of the divine wisdom within me, within me. The light is in perfect correspondence with the flame, and the flame is in perfect correspondence with the fire, the fire, the fire. That is in the center of centers of centers of my inmost being. The fire of divine love within me. Within me. And so feeling heavy, imagining that I am looking upward toward the top of my head, giving thanks, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in all directions, the secret of the golden flower. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I swallow, I lock it up, I make it my own as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. I wake up quietly. And now we will move on into the revitalizing breath. And this one's done standing, as we know. Heels touching, knees snapped back. The body is pulled all the way up, as high, as strong and tall as you can stand, rooting downward in the earth, pulling downward, feeling your shoulders and your fingertips pulling down toward the ground. Neck and head is loose. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now pulling that secret switch, together we exhale. Squeeze it all out. Now breathing all the way deep down into the belly, middle chest, upper chest, big sniff at the throat. Holding it, pulling downward on those fingers, keeping that tension. I am the master of my body. I am the master of my body. And now keeping your head tall and strong and straight. Together we exhale. And relaxing right down. Relaxing, coming right down. As we think of and we feel for the hidden meaning, the inner meaning of these sublimely simple words. I am whole. Nothing is lacking. Nothing can be added. I am whole. I am perfect, perfect, perfect as the Father in heaven within me is perfect. I am perfect mind in a perfect body. I am strong. I am strength, strong. I am powerful, full of power. Every single cell in my entire body is a power plant working for me. I am powerful, full of power. I am harmonious, in balance, poise, equilibrium. I am in harmony with the laws of this universe, the eternal, enduring, immutable, everlasting law of the universe. I am harmonious. I am loving. I am love moving, love in action. I am the substance of the universe. I am loving. I am rich. I draw my supply from the source of all supply. I am rich in every sense of the word. I am young, young. I am life's first reflection. I am youth, and I imagine innumerable streams of living light coursing down in my body. I am vibrant, vivacious, fearless youth. I am happy. I'm happy. I am the force that propels the fluids of life. I look happy. I feel happy. I am happy. If I cannot feel happy, I deliberately laugh. And I see the changed emotional effect within me. I am happy. And so looking upward to the top of my head, feeling happy, giving thanks, imagining that golden, golden shower of light going out in every direction. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping, sweeping sigh. I swallow and lock it up within me. I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I sit down quietly. Okay, we're going to move right into the inspirational breath, the third breath, also done standing. This is the one that we raise our arms all the way up and we make a right thumb under the left triangle, backs of the hands, exhaling in 4 parts. Position, everything is tight. Knees snapped back, pulling down, pulling the secret switch, thinking upward, giving thanks. And now the thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Really feel that. And now together we exhale. Squeeze it all out. Now breathing all the way in, deep belly, middle chest, upper chest, all the way up, big sniff. Right thumb under the left. Success to mental physics, success to you. Backs of the hands together. Here we go. Shake it out, relax your body completely, feeling totally relaxed, remembering that the science of mental physics is a science of feeling, a science of the soul. And so we feel into the depths of our own being to get the greatest benefit. So relaxing right down, relaxing entirely, feeling heavy and happy and relaxed. Thank thee, Lord, for my body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me, that is alive within me. My body, the transcendentally beautiful, the infinitely intricate, and the most gloriously accurate instrument in this entire universe. My body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me. I stand in reverence. I stand in adoration. I stand in veneration before the wisdom pent up in the very substance of my being. And I pledge myself, I vow that nothing that I shall eat or drink, nothing that I shall do or say or think shall injure or abuse this temple of the living God, my body. And so feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly, a little breath and a long, sweeping sigh. And another little breath and a quick sigh. And waking up gently. Sure makes you look at your body different when you think it's the temple of the living God. I wish it automatically got rid of the urge to eat sugar and stuff. Too bad it does. It's a lifelong process. All right, here we go for the perfection breath. How you guys doing? Anybody have anything they need to say or? Yeah, good. Okay, perfection breath. I guess you don't really need to see my feet, but okay. Position. And now we get ready. Everything is tight, strong, straight, powerful, loving. Thinking upward, pulling that secret switch. And now the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now together we exhale. Breathing all the way into that empty space in your belly, all the way in through your nose, up, up, up. Big sniff and swing number 1, making your body into a cross. Swing number 2, shoulders are down. Swing number 3, Arms at the sides, keeping the tension. Exhale. Squeeze it out, shake it out, relaxing right down. Relaxing right down. Almighty and eternal fount of wisdom, grant us knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, that we may speak here words of truth, love, and hope. We ask for light from the higher spheres, and may our guides guard and control our mind and tongue, so that nothing but the truth may here be given, and that the good seed sown may find fertile spots to live and grow. And those who are now in darkness and obscurity, may they be brought forth into the radiant sunshine and the joyous glory of the unfoldment of true spiritual goodness. And now relaxing entirely, coming right down as I prepare myself to think the greatest thought I shall ever be able to think. Whatever the Creator is, I am. Differentiated from all the other life forms in this universe, I am the Creator in human form. The Creator is right here, right in the heart of me, right in the mind of me, right in the being of me, right in the substance of me. Reveal thyself, O Lord of my life, Lord of the eternal. You who are the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, forever. Come, I wait. I am still. I listen. I watch within me as I will to see the Creator at work within the temple. Peace, peace, peace. I will to see the Creator at work within my body temple. And so feeling happy upward and giving thanks outward, slowly take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And I swallow and lock it up as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up quietly. Just want to tell you guys, I love you so much. Thanks for being here. All right, we're on a roll. Let's get into the fifth breath, the vibromagnetic breath.
And I get to say I love you too, and thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lori. I'm so happy you guys are here. It's so fun to do this together. We deserve to feel good and happy and loved and loving and peaceful. All human beings do. It's our birthright. Okay, shoulders back and down. This one is the vibromagnetic. So this is the one where our palms are facing each other when we go around in 3 circles. All right, here we go. Tension in the body, thinking upward. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now all together we exhale. I'm breathing all the way in, all the way up, big sniff at the top. And swing number 1, swing number 2, swing number 3. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And now coming right down, relaxing right down, feeling ourselves in the spirit together. That liquid feeling in the body. as if innumerable streams of living light are coursing downward in the body, as I prepare myself to think of the loveliest thing that I have ever known. The loveliest thing that I've ever known. Here it comes, perhaps from the long ago, perhaps from the far away, but there it stands, perfectly clearly delineated before my mind, as if it happened but a moment ago. I thank thee, Lord. I thank thee, law, for my memory. I thank thee that I'm able to bring back from the vault of the past any beautiful picture that is in my memory. No idea of negation of whatsoever kind, no idea of doubt, senility, fear, old age, failure, death. Nothing shall enter my memory but that which is in unison with all good and my own very highest conception of truth. And now I will that that picture shall be lost again in the absorption of my being. I see the whole conduct of man. I see my whole conduct. And so I will that loveliest thing that I've ever known will be lost again in the absorption of my being, and feeling happy upward, looking upward to the top of my head, giving thanks outward, slowly, a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Locking it up, swallowing, making it my own with another little breath and a quick sigh. And now we're going to move into the cleansing breath, the sixth breath. This is the one that starts with your hands behind you, elbows pulled straight. Your right hand is holding your left. So your right hand is on the bottom. Elbows are straight. Body is tight, strong, tall. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now together we exhale. Pulling that secret switch, inhaling all the way in, all the way up, big sniff. We get ready, we unlock. Swing number one, palms facing down, all the way around, touching our thumbs. Swing number two. Swing number three. Touch, arms at the sides, keeping that tension. We exhale. Relaxing right down, relaxing together, being in the spirit together, peace within us, peace, peace. Now, the success of this breath and all the other breaths depends upon your ability to relax. So we're coming down, relaxing right down, bringing the light down, down, down to the soles of our feet. And now I imagine a great heat at the base of my spine. This great heat, it's coming up. It's coming up. And now I imagine this great light that comes from the flame, that comes from the fire that gives the heat. And I see this light rising up, up, up through my spine. And I imagine a peacock feather of gold in my spine. It's coming up and out, up and out. And it seems to go beyond my body. And now I think of the top of my head and I see my whole body full of light. The light of the divine wisdom that is in every living thing. And so seeing my whole body full of light, the light of the divine wisdom, slowly feeling happy, imagining that I'm looking upward to the top of my head and giving thanks outward, giving thanks, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in all directions, the secret of a golden flower. Slowly, tenderly, without letting myself know it, I take a little breath and a long, deep sigh. I lock it up. It is my own as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. All right, you guys are doing great. Let's move into the grand rejuvenation breath, the 7th breath. This is the one that has the slightly awkward position of the elbows, keeping everything tight, pulling forward as much as you can. It's kind of tricky because like the shoulders stay back and down, but as much as possible, but the elbows come forward. Okay, so the grand rejuvenation breath, just to recap, as we're holding our air, we're going to drop our head down and back 3 times, right? And then when we exhale completely, bring our whole body down and pull down on the head and then back 3 times. So monitor yourself. If you get dizzy, just open your eyes or sit down. Okay, here we go. Everything is tight, thinking upward. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. Breathing in deeply into the belly. Force that air down there. All the way in, all the way up. Big sniff. Drop the head forward and back. Forward and back. Nice and easy. Forward and back. We stand upright. We exhale. Bring your whole body forward, pulling down on the head and back. Down on the head. Back. Last one, pulling forward and breathing in and relaxing right down. Relaxing. I am heavy. I am happy. I feel heavy all over. I am ready. I am youth. Youth. Vibrant, vivacious, active, healthy, fearless youth. I see before me the picture of my idealized self. I see my luxuriant hair, my sparkling eyes, my strong arms and hands. And now I come down over that beautiful being. And I thank thee, Lord, I thank thee, law, for the truth of my being. I am youth, glorious, radiant, wondrous youth, unconquerable youth, fearless youth. I thought my body wore out and grew old like an old pair of shoes, but now I know. I know that new cells are being made for me. I'm being renewed. I stand gratefully in the presence. New cells are being made for me. I sing and I shout. I sing the song of conquest. There is no age for me. No death, no decay, no senility. I am free, free from the ravages of time and free from all negation of my own mind. I am youth, youth forevermore. Peace, peace, peace. And so feeling happy and imagining that I'm looking upward to the top of my head, feeling happy and giving thanks outward. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And now I lock it up As I take another little breath and a quick sigh, and I wake up younger. All right. We're rocking and rolling today. The 8th breath, the spiritual, your own spiritual breath. This one, of course, is done with the feet apart, hip width apart. Oh, I have my socks on. You're actually not supposed to wear socks or shoes. I don't know if I probably should have said that on day one, but heels should be touching, connecting. I actually have socks on because it's freezing here, but if you can go barefoot, it's always good. So spreading the legs, hip width, pulling forward on the shoulders, the elbows, I mean, pulling forward, thinking upward. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. Now breathing all the way in, all the way up. Big sniff at the top. And to the right, lifting up your left ankle, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. We stand center. We exhale. Slowly drop the hands. And now thinking upward to the top of my head, I'm thinking joy, joy, joy. And now together, we send it out. We embrace this class. We embrace all classes, wherever they might be. We embrace everyone in mental physics around the world. I embrace my city. I embrace my state. And now I see these waves of light going out of their own nature. I embrace my country. I embrace the whole world. I embrace the whole human race. And now with the light of the divine wisdom within me, with my love, with my joy, with my life, I embrace every living thing. And now I stand fast, lest that light be too great for me as it returns to me, not from that one point from which I sent it, but from all the points. It's coming back, nearer, nearer, nearer. Now it embraces me, it overwhelms me, it embosoms me. That light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that comes to me from every living thing, so that I know my whole body, this wide universe, to be full of light. And now I will charge every cell of my physical body with that light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that comes to me from every living thing. As feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And I lock it up. I take a little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up peaceful. And now, as we go, knowing we build into our consciousness the things that we declare. Repeat after me in firm and positive tones. I am eternal life. I am eternal love. I am truth. I am peace, and peace dwells in me. Okay, watch my hands, ladies. Palms down. I am power. I am wisdom. I am justice. I am that I am. I give thanks for all that ever was. Really feel this inside yourself. I give thanks for all that is. I give thanks for all that ever will be. I question not the divine love, palms upward, wisdom, and justice. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be blissful. And may all beings be happy. Peace. 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 How are you doing? Are you feeling amazing?
Amazing.
Awesome.
Wow.
Isn't it good to go straight through like that? It's good.
Yeah.
I love the readings that you did today too. I think they were new for me even.
What?
The stuff you did in the beginning.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with some new exciting things. I'm actually just
I love it. I love
I'm
it
meditating
so
and
much.
seeing what I'm supposed to do. So I was told that was and then I actually have a couple other things, but it's already 10 o'clock. So maybe I'll save those for tomorrow. Because I said 45 minutes and I've gone over every single time.
Well, I really heard the words today way more than I've heard the words in previous times. So it is interesting as we, hear them. But you just have such a beautiful way.
Sorry, thank you.
I hope you're gonna put this recording into the Eventbrite.
I'm going to put them all into the Eventbrite. I'm
Okay.
going to do them all so that you have them always to reference or
And
whatever.
how do I get that again?
You should have gotten an email from Eventbrite. So maybe search in your email. Are you on your computer right now?
I am, but I'm not getting emails from Eventbrite.
You're not?
Huh.
Is anybody else getting the emails from Eventbrite? You are? Okay.
Okay.
Maybe just search Eventbrite. It'll say Jody Curtis has sent you a message from the 9-day breathwork challenge. And then each email has has the replay. It has the documents that I said I would share. So like yesterday was a little meme of the 9 positives along with that breathwork chart. So if you're not getting it, I can just send them to you.
If you search Eventbrite, BRITE, it might have gone into a spam folder or
Oh
something.
yeah, that could
So
be.
it comes up and then it says a message from Jody and it gives me the replay from today. Oh, so each one is different. And then, okay, I got it.
So you scroll down and you can see it all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
Eventbrite
one
could,
is saved. Okay.
yeah, it could be going into spam. You can just, you know how to click and drag it into the primary folder so that you make sure you get all of your notices
Yeah.
from Eventbrite, because it's not just from me, it's any of those events. So
Thank you.
yeah, God, it just I love getting more. Thank you guys for your support for me, because I feel myself growing in my confidence and ability to lead a group like this. And I think for many years I relied on Ding LeMay's tape because I was just scared to do it. I was like, nobody's going to want me to do it. They want to hear the master teacher, of course. But I mean, I'm almost merged with him at this point. Like it is part of my being now. So and for some reason I'm finding that I've gone from over the years of like, oh gosh, I hope they like me, I hope I can do this too, I can't wait to share this with people so they can feel how good it feels. It's a huge shift for me, and I think it makes a difference in the way that I deliver the meditation thing, because I feel it and I'm sharing it from a different not from a like, oh, I hope it comes out good, but like, oh, you're gonna love it.
It's huge. You look totally confident,
Oh.
totally solid.
I don't know what happened. Honestly, just like in the last couple of weeks, ask Mindy. She's seen me set up. I've set up so many online courses, and then I have complete meltdowns before, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I can't. And she tries to help me work through it, but it's almost was like panic mode. And now it's
anymore.
Not. Yeah,
that's fast.
What happened?
I'm proud of your growth, Jode.
Thanks, Mindy. I'm proud of your growth too, Mindy. And if it wasn't for Mindy, I probably would have quit like 10 times over the last 2 years. I've almost quit doing this work multiple times, but then I think it would get lost.
Yeah.
No, and then every time she talks about quitting, I'm like, well, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Do I need to do I, like, I can't let this teachings go down the toilet, I just like, no, that's unacceptable. Like, this stuff is so paramount, life-changing, amazing. Like, everyone needs this.
The interesting thing too, ladies, I love studying all kinds of things. Since I was a teenager or even a kid, I love studying all different kinds of things. But what's really interesting, the deeper I go in mental physics, is it actually contains all the stuff. It brings everything full circle, because you're actually accessing all of the stuff within you. And then like I'll take some other class and I'll think, well, this is actually mental physics. That's so crazy. Like, even Dr. Naram's teaching. So I'm like, it's the same thing, a different lineage. It's so crazy.
I'm encountering the exact same things with everything that's coming to me. They're all saying the same things, including mental physics is saying the same things that all these other things are saying, just like you're mentioning. We're coming to a place of harmony, I think.
Capital T truth.
Yes. And it starts within each one of us. And I'll tell you guys, just since it's a small group, I had in meditation one time, I have this awesome picture of Jesus right here that I'm not particularly religious. I do believe in all kinds of different master teachers that have walked the planet, but this belonged to Ding LeMay. And it was painted for him. Yeah, it was painted for him by a woman who was a Walt Disney caricature artist for 35 years. And when she retired, she was visited by ascended master teachers and space beings and everybody else to paint these pictures. And so this belonged to him, and they were cleaning out the art at the retreat center one day. And I walked in and they just had it all over everywhere from the barn. And I mean, I just felt like a shot of light from this painting. And I thought, that's mine. Like that's mine. It was so weird. I mean, of course it's not mine. And I had no right to it whatsoever. And I didn't say anything to anybody. And as I was walking out the door, the director said, "Hey, Jody, take that yellow Jesus with you." Are you kidding me right now? So anyway, between us, I see, like I had it behind my desk over there. I used to think Jesus has my back, but now I can see it. And it says at the bottom, "If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." So sometimes I'll like talk to, if I'm down and out, and I'll just look at that picture and say, so one day in meditation, I said, help me understand you. Like just help me understand. what is the second coming? Are you coming back? Are you like a person who's coming back to the planet? Like, what? Help me understand. And the message that I got was the second coming of Christ is an uprising of the Christ energy inside every individual on the planet. And it's also like like that 100th monkey thing, where if enough people can do this inside themselves, because nobody else can do it for us. And guys, I'm not saying anything against Jesus. I don't know if how you feel about religion or anything. I really do think there are many, many teachers. Jesus even came and said, this you can do and more. You were created in the image and likeness. I mean, he's taught us that we all have this divinity in us as well, that's not separate from us. So I never get off on like this kind of stuff when I'm in a regular class, but I know you guys, and you hopefully don't think I'm being blasphemous. And that was always the fear of teaching this stuff, because when you say I'm God in human form, can you imagine how some people might take that? Right?
Well,
Honestly,
you're on recording now saying it, so.
right? Honestly,
Yeah,
I
you
thought-
are being recorded. We are going to
Oh.
watch this later.
Okay,
I could
can
chop
you
this
stop
off
the
if I want.
recording?
I can chop it off if I want
No,
to.
it's good. Don't chop it out. Don't censor yourself.
I reserve the right to censor. No, you know what? That's the thing, is at this point in the game, at 50 years old, I don't want to censor myself. I have learned from my experience, I have learned from my personal experience certain things that no one can take that away from me. And it doesn't make anyone else right or wrong. It just means it's mine. It just means it's mine to share. Just like we all have our own thing to share. Tracy? Oh, I thought Tracy had something to say.
No, I'm just listening, enjoying.
But
I love your picture of Jesus, actually, because I
Can
don't
you
know. I'm
show
not religious either, but I just have, I don't know. I feel like he shows up for me a lot. So
yeah, it's amazing. When I was going through chemo, I had like really weird Jesus experiences, and I didn't know that much about him at all, to be honest. And I actually joked with my mom that I was going to write a book called Jesus Lives in My Bathroom, because every time after I would do chemo and I would come home and I would just be like, it's literally, I asked the doctor, what do they do? What's the point of chemo? And he said, it's to bring the body as close to death as possible without killing it. So after that, I was super down and out, and I would take these scalding hot showers because like it was just chilling to the bone. And I had like weird random dots on my tile, like 1920s tile at a little place in Laurel Canyon. Laura, you know where that is, little guest house I lived in. And the dots would form Jesus's face when I was in there.
God.
And then and it's weird. I just followed my inner guidance of things to do. After every single chemo, I did a home colonic, with like 5 gallons of water. And above my head every time would be, how you blow like a bubble, like a kid's bubble, and it's iridescent rainbow. The whole part above me was iridescent rainbow. I was like, am I really like, what is that? But everything I would just run. It's weird because I would run the light through my body. I would circulate the light. And then when I found mental physics and he does that, I was like, oh my gosh, God taught me that, before I even found this. So
wow.
sorry to ramble too much today, ladies, but thank you so much. You feel good? Ready to go about your day? Be powerfully productive and happy?
Really powerful. Thank you so much, Jody.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it was
you.
especially powerful today.
Oh, good. It felt powerful today. It felt
Mhm.
really powerful today. And I did sometimes I don't have time, but today I meditated and I did the bringing in. I greet the guru Ding LeMay, all the gurus, the bringers of light, the east, west, north, south. I did the whole thing. So
I wanted to share, I had this time physical sensation just here at the back of my head, like it was maybe breaths 4, 5, and 6, or 5, 6, and 7. And it just got really hot, not to touch, but it was just like this surge of blood right there. And it was only on those 3 breaths after we'd finish and, do the sighs or something like that. It was just like, whoa, I didn't feel dizzy, but it was just like, what's that? So
Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing we can charge our body up like a battery?
yep.
I mean, and that's like when your body is run down, it's just like that body, mind, and spirit, it just gets run down, and it just needs some light and love and peace and joy. Lori and I were talking about, because we've had some of the similar issues and some of the similar history, and then with being an actor in Hollywood and stuff, which takes a lot out of you. But Ding LeMay talks about that joy is the fluid of life. So cultivating joy is super important. And so when I went through my whole thing, it said a frantic race to prove oneself, so much so that the blood has no substance left to support itself, a complete lack of joy. And I was just working so I could audition, so I could work more. You know what I mean? It was like, it really was a complete lack of joy. Then when I got pregnant, I was told that my daughter's middle name was to be Joy. And so it's funny because I've been cultivating joy since I found mental physics. And I think it's a buffer for it. It really does activate the healing mechanism that is in us. I mean, God is unbelievably creative and powerful, and he designed our bodies to be able to handle all kinds of different things. I mean, technically, we're basically hosts for viruses and bacteria, like 99.9%, and we're like 99.9% space. So that always blows my mind too. Like, you could fit the entire matter of the entire planet onto a sugar cube. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Matter. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Hi, Mindy. All right, guys, I got to go get my daughter on her class. She has a math class today.
Well,
Thank
have
you,
a
Jody.
fabulous day.
Thank
And
you.
thank you, everybody.
I'll send this all out as soon as I get it ready. And so keep an eye out for it. Sorry about my dogs in the background. At least they waited till the end.
Just saying hello.
Okay, sending you lots of love. See you in the morning.
Bye.
Bye.